Thank you for tuning in to the Biker Racing Network. My name is Keeson, and today I'm joined by Matt Waltz once again, who is returning. So, Matt, it seems as if you're probably doing something good, man. You're back with us.
Yeah, really happy to be back with the Biker Racing this weekend, and looking forward to going to Iowa. Never been to Iowa. Well, I've been there, just had never gotten the opportunity to race at Iowa. So, really looking forward to the weekend and getting rolling.
Awesome. Now, Matt, we were in Indy last week, right? And you weren't with us, unfortunately. Of course, you was with us in New Hampshire. Just give us a brief explanation of what you were up to in the motor racing world.
Well, I've been kind of all over the place since we were at New Hampshire 2 weeks ago. Last week, I actually went down to Kinley, North Carolina. I went to crew chief a car down there for somebody, which is what I do with my business, and ended up driving the car most of Friday because the driver had to work. He owns his own business down there, and so ended up driving the car almost all Friday for him because he couldn't be there. And when he got back, he just decided to let me go ahead and race it. So last weekend, I ended up racing late model down in Kinley, and then at Southern National Motorsports Park. We had twins. We finished third and fifth down there. It's okay. We just were lacking some forward drive off the corner in late model. So that was cool. And since then, Monday, I went with another team, went to Dominion Raceway in Spotsylvania, Virginia.
Right.
So, and from there, here I am.
Awesome. Now, New Hampshire, new track for you. You did quite well there. We finished in the top 30. It's usually where we finish each and every week. You finished 28th, I believe. And like I said, new track. Going into Iowa, another new track for you. It's a short track. So just give us your thoughts on racing there this weekend.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, and really looking forward to getting some more experience with pit stops. I know that's something where I was lacking, which I don't have very much experience at yet, because I'd only run one race before last week, or 2 weeks ago, that I actually had to do live pit stops. So it was good to get some experience. I went over the line one time in the box, and we got a penalty for that because we fueled the car.
Right.
So that's something I'm looking at as a driver. I need to be better on that. I know I need to do that. And I've kind of reviewed it and thought about it a lot, and kind of just, I just need to go in there and make sure I pay attention and do a good job there. That way we don't end up getting a penalty because, we lost lap there, and then we lost 2 laps when we left the tire loose. So looking back, I really think we could have had a top 25 run without those 3 laps we lost because of some pit issues. So, but I'm looking forward to this weekend and going to Iowa and it being another short track. And, it kind of reminds me, which it's almost built just like Richmond.
Yeah, I was going to say that, yeah.
And I've raced there in the late model stuff and in the Xfinity race last fall. So, looking forward to it and getting out on the racetrack. I don't think it'll be too foreign to me. And,
Awesome. Now, at New Hampshire, TJ Bell was your teammate. You guys, TJ Bell finished 27th, you finished 28th, so that was right behind each other, which was awesome, pretty awesome for us. Give us your thoughts on working with TJ. Have you had any communication with him as of lately pertaining to racing or anything like that?
No, not since the racetrack, but it's good having somebody like TJ there as well as a teammate because he brings a lot of experience. He's been doing this for quite a while now and has been to all these racetracks. So it was good to work with him, and he was very, very good to work with and very helpful to me from a driving standpoint to kind of, give me an idea on what I need to look for here and there and going to these different places. So, really good to work with him. I haven't talked with him since, but look forward to it this weekend.
Awesome. Now, it's pretty much a personal question, but, out of all your years in racing, the years you've been in racing, just give us your thoughts on maybe one of your favorite tracks that you've been to or a track that you favor the most or find the most success at.
Well, the one I've had the most success at is my home track town of Langley Speedway, which they didn't open up this year. But, each and every track kind of has its own differences here and there. Langley being really flat,
Right.
I've had a lot of success there, so I typically like a lot of the flatter racetracks. Now the track we went to last week down in Kinley, North Carolina, was a higher bank track, and those are it's just kind of a different feel, going from a
Right.
flat to high bank. But I also like the high bank tracks too, so it's kind of hard to pick a favorite one. If I'd have to pick one, I'd say my hometown track, just because
Right.
it is what it is, and I've raced there since for the last 16 years almost now. So
Awesome.
Yep.
Now, as we were growing up, we often watched drivers on TV. They go about signing autographs. They're fan favorites. Unlike us pit crew, we may get autograph session here and there. But throughout your racing career, have you had the opportunity to ever sign autographs or do something fun, for the fans?
yeah, all the time. A lot of times in the late model stuff, they'll have autograph session, or they'll bring the fans down and
Right.
from the stands before the race, and especially at the big ones like Martinsville, they do that for all those, and that's always fun. I really love interacting with all of them, and especially the kids, because I feel like it's important to get kids involved in the sport,
Right.
because when you go there and they have a good time, they have fun, have a good experience at the racetrack, they keep wanting to come back. And it's important to be very interactive with them, and just helping them enjoy it, so they'll keep coming back and keep investing back into the sport, because I find that it's extremely important.
Right. Now, with NASCAR, most of our races are done on pavement, with the exception of Eldora and whatnot. Now, like I said, I know you race late model, but have you had any, approach and experience with racing on dirt, or maybe even having the thoughts of racing Sprint Cup cars?
I think you mean the sprint cars.
The Sprint cars, not
Yeah.
Sprint Cup. Forgive me, guys, but the
I'd
Sprint
race
cars.
those too. Yeah, I would. Yeah,
Right.
but no, I haven't. I know people that do, that have raced quite a bit in the dirt late models, and it's something that interests me as well. I kind of want to stay focused on my path of racing the bigger ovals,
Right.
and getting working on my approvals in the Xfinity series right now. But that is something I think I would enjoy. Just more as a fun thing to do, is race on dirt, because it's really a whole different world, going from asphalt to dirt. So it looks really fun, and it'd be a good new challenge. But I haven't had the opportunity to do that yet.
Right. Well, anyway, before we leave, going back to the fans, just since you're returning, just give the fans a brief on what we should expect from you and the team this weekend going into Iowa.
Well, I think a good realistic goal is the top 25. And if we can go there and get the car driving right, possibly even in top 20, and we just need to go and focus on our stuff and do our job that we're going to do, and really appreciate all the fans and everybody watching the video, and everybody that comments on our Facebook page and Twitter page and everything. We read all that. Everybody at a bike, everybody with my Matt Waltz Racing page, and we really appreciate everybody's support and chiming in and reaching out to us, because that's it's just neat to see everybody supporting us and what we're doing and working hard to do.
Awesome, man. Well, we definitely thank you for coming in and speaking with us here today, and we're styled to have you back in the biker racing camp, and we look forward to seeing what you and TJ have up you all's sleeve this weekend.
Yep, sounds good. I look forward to it.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to the Biker Racing Network. Be blessed.